Hey, good morning, good Wellesley dog friends. I am happy to see all of you today. Today I want to go over a question that I get asked that sometimes people struggle with their new puppy or with their older dog. Why is using a crate during the day, not just at nighttime, periodically so healthy and important for your dog and for your own sanity? So let's talk a little bit about it. When we don't use our crate except at night, when we only use the crate at night, the dog is comfortable with it. It associates it with going to sleep and being on its own, and that's wonderful. Using a crate at night is really a great thing, particularly for puppies. But using a crate during the day, not all day obviously, but at preset times and periodic times for new puppies during the day really makes an enormous difference in their potty training, because we're essentially scheduling their time out of the crate to be times when we are really focused on them and really engaged with them and paying attention to the signals that they're giving us, paying attention to their sniffing and circling if suddenly the urge to go potty overcomes them. I often tell people to attach with a little carabiner clip and a simple leash their puppy right to their belt loop or something else, so that the puppy is always within their circle of area and they aren't sneaking off to go use the potty. Now, that's just using the crate for potty reasons, but there are many other very, very good reasons to use your crate throughout the day at scheduled times, especially right now where I'm recording this in 2020, and so many of us are working from home, and our dogs are used to us being there 24/7 with them in a way that they weren't used to before COVID-19 pandemic came upon us. So the dogs are getting more and more attached to the humans being home all the time. And when we don't limit our dog's ability to be Velcro attached to us and follow us from room to room, it actually starts to create a dependency in their mind on being next to us and staying in the same room we are and always being able to see us and hear us and smell us. So it's a much better idea to get your dog in the habit of having some separation from you even when you're in the house, not just when you're going to leave, because of course, as I've always said, when you're all leaving the house, the safest place for your young puppy or young dog to be is safely tucked up in their crate. But even when you are home, when you are working, if you tell your dog, okay, you've been out, imagine you've taken the dog for a walk, you had some interaction and playtime, if you're teaching them some tricks, you've done some of that, or your dog's just been hanging around and being comfortable, that's fine. But you're gonna get some work done now, you need to go focus on your computer, and it's a great idea to have your crate in a centrally located area, like right in the kitchen, even if you're not working there. Tell the dog it's crate time. Sure, go ahead and let it have an antler if that's what it likes to chew, a little bone. It doesn't always have to have something, but you can give it its favorite toy or whatever if it makes you feel better. And have your dog go into the crate and settle. While you're in the house, while you're working, come back and in and out of that room. Don't hesitate. Don't think the dog, just because it sees you, is going to start kicking up a fuss. It might at first, but it's important for that dog to learn that even though you're there, it can't be the center of your universe 24/7, so that it can start to accept that sometimes you're not there. And sometimes you are there, but you are doing other things that don't involve the dog. That's how you get a dog that is calm and not anxious about going into the crate and excited to engage with you and spend time with you, but kind of has an off switch so that it understands that when you put it in the crate, it's time for its body and its mind to settle down and rest and de-stress And it's a great way to know that you're taking care of your dog. Your dog's needs have been met. Your dog is safe and cozy, because I'm sure you've put a nice little bed or a blanket or something snuggly in there. And you are off duty from watching the dog, watching the new puppy, from either having an indoor potty accident or getting into and chewing things that it should not have. A crate is a wonderful thing. And some people will say, well, I use a puppy playpen. That's the same thing. It's not the same thing. A puppy playpen does not enforce calmness. A puppy playpen just gives a puppy a big enough space that it can still spin around and run around and choose one end of the playpen to pee in and choose the other end to sleep in. It's like giving your puppy a giant, oversized, way too big crate and wondering why they're still having potty issues. The crate itself, in an appropriate size, enforces calm. It helps your young dog or puppy settle down. And my dogs absolutely go into their kennel crates. They have slightly bigger ones now because they are 6 years old and 4 years old and 3 years old. But we use our crates throughout the day, sometimes in when I have to leave the house, sometimes in when I'm just doing something like shooting a video, because I have 6 dogs crated up right on the other side of this camera. But you're not hearing a peep from any one of them because we're about to go out to the yard and have social playtime. And that's going to be fun for them. But before we go out and do that, they are relaxing and calm. They're getting in the right state of mind. And that is what can be so great about using your crate. So don't feel bad for using it. Use that crate. It will really benefit your dog. See you next time.